Okay, here we are at CES 2019. We've got our senior client specialist Jordan here with our client Jay from Phigolf. So
Jay from KicksGoGo.
Glad to have you. So tell us a little bit about your crowdfunding journey.
Well, I had a couple of products a couple of years ago. It was a golf simulator product. I was not a crowdfunding specialist at the time, but I got to learn a lot about crowdfunding through that campaign. It was a little mini golf simulator for consumers that you can play golf in your living room. We raised about $150,000, fairly successful campaign. So I brought that idea to this company Phigolf and Topgolf, and I brokered a partnership within the two companies, and I proposed that we run a Kickstarter campaign, and I titled that proposal $1 million campaign, and I didn't think much of it. I didn't expect much, but the CEO of Topgolf went for it. So I said, all right, let's do it. Let's run $1 million campaign. And we set an internal goal of $500,000. But I thought it was a conservative goal at the time because I knew the idea was going to work, and Topgolf has a brand name and they have the audience. So I figured, yeah, surely we're going to get that $1 million campaign. But when we opened the campaign, it was a struggle, and I couldn't understand why. Because by myself in the past, I did $150,000 campaign, so I figured I could easily do a $250,000 campaign. But we set a goal at $40,000, and it was a struggle to even get there. We were getting really nervous. And then we did a few things, and we hired some marketing agencies. It got a little bit better, but we still weren't heading towards that $500,000 goal. So we said, okay, we need to bring in some heavy hitters. We looked at two companies, Funded Today and InventureX. Both very reputable companies, it seemed. We did some due diligence on the internet, good testimonials. InventureX offered 10% plus ad spend and 10% only on the funds raised by them. And Funded Today had this blanket, 25 to 30% on all the funds raised from that point on. So I presented it to the client, and naturally the client went for that 10% deal.
You wouldn't take 10%, right?
Right, exactly. And InventureX took our $5,000 to start and sold 7 units over a week. So I said, wait a minute, something's wrong. And at this point, we're getting nowhere near our goal, and we weren't even going to break that record that I had, $150,000, which would be a huge disappointment. So I said, okay, we got to take a look at Funded Today. Actually, initially, I had presented Funded Today as a company that has a deep pocket and can get you the unlimited marketing funds if the ads work. Funded Today explained to me that you guys explained to me that you test the ads and the audience in a very scientific way, and you land on the permutation that works, and you just once you find that formula, you just attack it with money.
I tried to get you to do this a number of times.
Exactly.
Right?
You told me that this would work. In my head, I knew that it would, but it's a hard thing to sell, that 30% commission. But I guess you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So with a couple of weeks to go, when InventureX wasn't getting us anywhere, I went to Jordan and, hey Jordan, okay, let's try your way. So I contacted him, we signed a contract, and immediately what I liked was the professional response from Funded Today. We had a kickoff meeting. I knew exactly where things were going to go. There were a lot of road maps, road signs ahead. So I felt very comfortable. Whereas with the likes of InventureX, they take your money, they don't give you any status update. I have to call and pull teeth to get any kind of information out of them. And in the end, when things weren't going well, they would stop answering my phone calls. So that was a horrible experience. So we had a good start. In the beginning, it was a modest start. I knew you guys were testing. And then once you got going, it was pretty good. But because of the way we signed the contract to be just 30% on the funds that you generated, you guys were probably not properly incentivized. But the graph was still going a little bit higher than the way we were going. But it still wasn't going where we wanted to go, which is the $500,000 mark. So with only a few days to go, I was really dejected, and I looked around the internet about Funded Today, and I see all these graphs that just go vertical, right? That was going like this, and then suddenly just shoot up.
Wondering what was missing.
Exactly. So I called Jordan to complain. I told you to complain, and hey Jordan, what's going on? We have a really good product. Our Facebook page is just blowing up, so I know people are interested and they love this product. Why am I not getting this graph? And you explained to me at the time, well, it's because I didn't listen to you. I should have gone for that that contract where you get incentivized for everything that is raised by the campaign.
Yeah, so the total funds raised is what we'd be getting paid on, because then the way we run the ads, we can really dump a lot more funding in.
Right.
We were able to change things up, and then what happened the last 3 days?
Yeah, so with 2 or 3 days to go, I said, Jordan, all right, you win. Let's do it your way. So we revised the contract to incentivize Funded Today on everything that's raised by the campaign from that point on, and then the graph just went like this. And I'm kicking myself after the campaign was over. I'm thinking, what if I did that 2 weeks ago? I would have had my $500,000 campaign. So, yeah, next time.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it.
Get on camera, man.